Your Friday. Jason and Alicia here with you. Pretty chilly as you start the day this morning.
It's we forgot. We've forgotten, John. What's
oh,
normal?
But you
What
have
is
not
normal?
forgotten. It's still only 32. What if it gets like 0 or 10 below again? Then you'll remember. Kids at the bus stop, it is 32 looks warm, I will say this, but the winds out there at the bus stop, 15 miles per hour. Go ahead, bigger coats today. It will be chilly, and it's not going to warm up at all. It's going to hang right around 32 to 34 all day long, so I think we'll probably drop a couple degrees getting behind the cold front as we speak. There's been a few flurries. Right now, again, this is just some flurry activity, but it looks like it doesn't want to let go, so this could come on through the North Metro. This is just how it's going to be all day. So if you're watching in Brainerd, Bemidji, areas up there, you guys could see this all day long. There is a little bit on 94 there near St. Cloud over towards Elk River. So if you're traveling from Rogers to St. Cloud today or vice versa, you guys are going to run into that. Here's what it looks like throughout the day. I will show you there's going to be some more activity this afternoon. We'll talk about if there could be any accumulation up there. It's going to be in your forecast coming up.
John, thank you. Here's a live look if you're waking up in Apple Valley, hopping on Highway 77 at County Road 38. It is quiet out there. It is dry out there. And a live look up in the Northeast Metro, 694 50th Street, southbound lanes of 694 back open for business this morning. They will be closing again tonight. I'll have more details on that closure coming up. We are following a scary situation in St. Paul this morning. A 7-year-old girl attacked by a group of dogs while she was just walking home from school getting off of the bus.
Yeah, Cece is live at St. Paul Children's Hospital where that girl is recovering this morning. Cece.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, just a very scary situation for that little girl. Now, this morning, police don't know the exact location of where these dogs are, but they do believe they live in the area where this happened and where kids are probably going to be waiting for the school bus in just a matter of hours. So keep that in mind if you live in the area. But let's get into what happened, where this happened. Police say just before 5 yesterday, they were called to a yard near Dale Street and Van Buren Avenue for this incident. We're learning the girl had just gotten off the bus and was walking through the neighborhood with her mom when the group of dogs, described as pit bulls by police, suddenly appeared out of the yards and attacked her. That's when a Good Samaritan came over to scare the dogs away. Police say when they got there, they found the young girl with multiple dog bites. Now, her injuries are significant, but police say she should be okay. This morning, the incident is still being investigated, but police say if you know anything about what happened or even where the dogs could be this morning, to reach out to St. Paul Police, and you can stay anonymous. Jason, Alicia.
Oh, that poor girl. Such a scary situation. All right, Cece, thank you very much. In 5 hours, a man who shot a teen at a St. Paul rec center last year will be sentenced. Xavier Binford Jr. pled guilty to first-degree assault back in December. Binford was an employee at Jimmy Lee Rec Center when he got into an argument with 2 teens before shooting one of the boys in the head. It left him with a traumatic brain injury. The family of the teen is now suing St. Paul and Binford Jr. for damages.
We need to update you on a breaking story we first told you about yesterday on Sunrise. This house fire across the street from Murray Middle School is now being called deadly. Investigators tell us a person and 2 dogs were killed. Another person was also hurt. Officials say there were no working smoke detectors near the room where the fire appears to have started. They believe smoking is what sparked the flames.
A Minnesota State Patrol trooper charged with murder spent a brief time in jail this week. Records show Ryan Londrigan was in custody for about 40 minutes for processing of his fingerprints in his mugshot before he was released without bail. Londrigan shot and killed Ricky Cobb II when Cobb tried to drive away from a traffic stop in Minneapolis last summer. The trooper faces second-degree unintentional murder, assault, and manslaughter charges. If convicted, he could spend 40 years in prison.
President Biden firing back in the last 10 hours. That special counsel's report claiming the president can't remember key dates like the years he was vice president or when his son Beau passed away.
How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business.
Now, despite being cleared of charges, the report of the investigation into Biden's handling of classified documents could be damaging come November.
Good morning, I'm Danny Spiewak. A special counsel investigating President Biden's handling of classified documents has found that the president did not commit any crimes, that his conduct did not rise to any criminal level. However, the special counsel named Robert Hur wrote in a 388-page report that Biden's memory was failing, in his opinion, and said that he struggled to remember key dates like his vice presidential term and even the date of his son Beau's death. However, President Biden arranged a news conference last night pushing back on that narrative, saying that his memory is fine and reminding the public that those interviews with the special counsel were conducted in the days after Hamas attacked Israel.
And this week, an NBC News poll found that 62% of voters have major concerns about Biden's mental fitness. Meanwhile, 51% of voters have major concerns about the dozens of criminal charges against GOP frontrunner Donald Trump, including his own classified documents case.
Meanwhile, it's looking unlikely that Trump will be barred from the presidential ballot in Colorado. The U.S. Supreme Court began oral arguments yesterday in an appeal to Colorado's court ruling to disqualify him based on the 14th Amendment. A decision by the court is expected in the next several weeks. The Minneapolis City Council is pushing through its Gaza ceasefire resolution. Shortly after sunrise yesterday, the council voted 9-3 to overturn Mayor Frye's veto without further discussion. Mayor Frye rejected the resolution last week, calling it one-sided, saying it didn't recognize the history of Israeli Jews. The mayor issued his own proclamation yesterday calling for a ceasefire that pushed for a solution that recognizes both Israel and Palestine.
Great news this morning for students scrambling to make their college decisions. The U of M is extending confirmation deadlines at all of its campuses because of delays with the free application for federal student aid. Now, the new deadlines differ by campus. Here in the Twin Cities, future Gophers have until May 15th to confirm they're enrolling in the school and to apply for housing. Financial aid applications now need to be in by March 15th, which is 2 weeks later than the original March 1st deadline. In about 6 hours, Minneapolis School District's new superintendent will share how her first week on the job has been going. Dr. Lisa Sales Adams started her first day greeting students as they walked into school on Monday. Sales Adams is no stranger to MPS, as this is where she began her education career back in 1996. She says she's excited to take over and meet all the families in the district.
We're about 1 week away